What's good, Chaotic Nation? It is your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to Pokemon Sword and Shield as we continue our hunts here on Route 3 for the day. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys start checking out the Soul Link, by the way, exclamation point YouTube. Pulls that up for you. You can check it out. Again, I will re-preface that this is a shorter stream today. I have a meeting at 5 I have to do for like end of semester stuff. So that is going to be happening. So we're only going to be able to stream to like 4:45, 4:50. So I'll do what I can, but I can't fudge that time anywhere. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. At the same time, of course, you want to see more content. Yeah, you definitely can check out the YouTube channel. So we have some more stuff going on over there. This is a very loud song, and I know it's not that loud for you guys, but it is. It's very loud for me. All right, what do you want? I don't. I've been having some issues with OBS and all the stuff on the screen with the boss, the stream boss, the recent events, and all my alerts were just not working. So I had to reset my PC. Also, I like the switch. So like it was a switch, and then it was the alerts, and just nothing wanted to work today. So that was fun to have to deal with today. But it's what it do be. We just move through it. I got it all to work eventually, you know, a nice reset of everything, and then I had to reset OBS, and we got there, which is good. Up, 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 ba da 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 ba da dum, ba da da dum, ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da dum. I always wonder why I put dirty coins in this playlist, but I guess it is kind of fits the vibe, I guess. What I will be doing is I'll swap back to my other playlist once this one completes. So that'll just be what we do. So, like, I don't think we ever got through the end of this playlist. I kind of started at the middle of the last stream, so I wanted to get back through this playlist and everything. I did mention on Monday, and maybe I think a little bit yesterday, that I might be picking up Sunday as a stream time. I have no idea how that's going to work out either. There's really not a lot of time for me to, you know, stream on Sundays, just because I'm busy and because it just wouldn't work well. So we'll see about adding Sunday. I might do like a one-off thing this week, some more Fallen Order, or you know, we could do something else depending on if I actually decide to do it, because I feel like I'll be done with all my papers by then, and today's Wednesday, and I've gotten 2 of the 4 done, and basically they don't need really edited at all. So to go back through for a few little tweaks, and those will be done. And the other 2 papers are going to be pretty easy to do. Just my harder 2 ones, the harder 2 of the 4 papers were earlier in the week. So I'm also thinking about maybe doing a double stream on Thursday, so something here on Twitch and then something on YouTube later. Just because Sunday doesn't seem like it's going to be a good day at the moment. It's like I can't stream in the morning because I have stuff going on. I can't stream at night because I'm at work, and in the middle of the afternoon is just a really bad time on Sundays to try to do anything. So probably not a stream this week, but I'll see what I can do potentially. But also, I want to stream. It makes sense to stream on Sunday. It just, with work, it's hard to. And then not being able to do the 8 to 2 slot like I am on Saturdays. So maybe once If when I go home, I can do a night stream on Sunday, but we'll see about that. What's up, Nico? Welcome in. Yeah, my last class is tomorrow. And then I'm done. Because then all it just becomes is finishing the papers, so... I had to finish the 2 of this week because despite the fact that they're not due till next week, or at least the weekend, I do have to do presentations on them. I had one Monday and one today. So once we get through all that stuff, we'll be good. Thank you for showing up, Pancham, because I completely forgot about the prediction. Boom. So I think there's a community goal going on too, so you can go support that. I got a little notification from it like right before I started streaming, so feel free to contribute to that. It's down in the channel points below the chat. You guys been stressed today? I gotta take it easy sometimes, and I understand like this time of year is like the most stressful. Very, very, very much so. So I am also realizing that with just trying to plan out everything, try to get all these papers done, get Christmas shopping and everything done. So I don't see one. It might have just been a glitch. Mine said it said I have one. It might have been no. It canceled and ended one. Okay, so it's not there. Cool. I know, but with people either on holiday offs to get to pick up their work, you shouldn't have to be picking up other people's work. Like that's just not how that works. And if they're not, I mean, if they want you to pick up their work, you gotta tell them they gotta pay you more. Because that's just not fair. Why do you care if things get done? Not like it's your business. They're just paying you to work there, man. It's funny because I was watching this. Well, ignore getting yelled at. It's not your fault. Tell other people. Don't tell them not to give people days off. But I watched a video and it was like talking about how. It might have been TikTok, but how everyone's like, oh, people don't want to work because either they're lazy or that they're not paying enough. And it's really not either of those issues. According to what I was watching, they were saying, oh yeah, everyone's become like an entrepreneur. They've been doing like a side hustle and it's been working. So like, I think about me, I'm like, I picked up DoorDash and it's been really good for me. Obviously I've been streaming. So like, I haven't really done like a traditional job, as you would say. For I don't know how long it's been. I guess, well, since the summer I did a job, but I really haven't done a traditional job for a while. And it's kind of weird because obviously I'm somebody who could go out there and work in the industry, but I'm not. And it's because, you know, I'm not doing it because they don't pay me well enough and I don't have as much flexibility with my time as I do with DoorDash or with streaming. But that would be the only thing. Like if they gave me, if I had more time, or if I wasn't like, it's something I didn't have to like hyper focus on, and I could do like homework or do editing or something while doing it, it'd be cool. Which is kind of why like there's a escape room just like a block away on Main Street or something in the town, because I live pretty close to the central hub of the town. But I could get a job if I get a job at that escape room because they were hiring. You know, how often are people going to be showing up at that room? Like Saturdays? Like I don't really see people going in the middle of the week. If it is, it's after work and stuff. So if you get shifts where, you know, there's only like 1 or 2 groups coming in, you could pretty much do anything you wanted to. And then, oh, a group comes in, let me, you know, put on the work persona and then go from there. Tomorrow's gonna be worse for me. Workload, and you have to make sure I follow my workload. Yeah, but your workload should not be more than what it was because other people aren't there. You know? They should not. Okay, well, it's kind of like downsizing, you know? You can't expect people to do the job of like, you can't expect one person to do the job of like 3 people without paying them more money. And so if that's what they're doing, you know, there's some kind of regulations they're not following there. So I'm not familiar with British law and stuff, but that doesn't seem like it's fair. It's fast food though, but like any company, like if you're giving people time off, you know, and you're making somebody else pick up their work, that's not, you shouldn't be giving them time off. It's not helpful. Well, if there's rules against it, you can, you know, fight them for it, but they're not gonna like you for doing that, but still. Bum bum. Bum. Yeah, I think it's kind of a combination of like with jobs, combination of all 3. Like, there are so many opportunities out there that you can kind of, you know, do things how you want to. And because people don't pay a wage that's useful to live off of, like minimum wage is not livable wage. There's a complete difference, and I stand by that. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm like, what if it's like 10 or 11 bucks? If we say 11 bucks, you're working 40 hours a week. Let me do the math again. $11 at 40 hours a week. That's $440 per times 4. You get, that's, you know, you could probably live off the 1,700, but you know, you have a car payment, some other things. No, you're not gonna get that far with it. Like, you're not gonna have any in excess. You're not gonna have any savings, and then it's kind of pointless. But also, you're working 40 hours a week when there's not that much more. You know, you're losing already 8 hours to sleep every day, and then you're working like 8-hour shifts every. Yeah, you're losing so much time and not really getting the time to use that money anyway. You might get like 3 or 4 hours a day to use that time, so it's kind of not good. And also, if you're living with a family, like you're the only one who's making income, and you're trying to live off of like $1,500, it's not gonna go well. 37.5 hours a week. Yeah, that's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, and that doesn't include the lunches. See, that's where they get you. They're like, you don't get time for lunch. Like, you have to, that's time off. Time off of work. Which is why at my job, we started at what? 8? It was 8 to 4:30. So basically you work 8 to 4. Which is 8 hours a day. And you got half an hour of lunch. Which, yeah. But I think in most cases, people would rather just work through that. Because you're spending that half an hour doing things that you probably don't want to do, and you could be doing other things too. So, I mean, I told you about my job where I was like, yo, just let me go at 7. I know I'm scheduled, 2 to 8, but let me go at 7:30 and don't give me a break. So. It also was really beneficial for me to do that because if I had to work over, I got, paid more. So, which I think I told you about, Flexi. I don't know what flexi is, so I don't have set hours I can work. So you can kind of work whenever you want to work. I know. See, I've never had sent home early, but, you know. I got out of the fast food industry because it sucks. It's really bad. They don't treat people well at all. I think that's honestly the biggest thing. It's not the money. It's not that people are lazy. It's that just companies don't treat people well. And that's just what it is. So you have a window to start and end. To be fair, if I were you, I would be starting at 7:30 every day and ending at 3. You know, maybe occasionally, you know, okay, I need to sleep in a little bit. Let me start at 8, go to 3:30 or something. So, that's actually a really good business strategy, because if you are getting people to work when they're not productive, they're not going to be as efficient as if they were, you know, rested and able to work. I do have to make up the time. So you have 30 minutes to make up? Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I was taught that in maybe it was marketing. I want to say it was marketing class. It was a business marketing class. It was like intro to business and marketing. So, what I would do is what they would tell you is, you know, people are usually given like 40-hour work weeks. You're required to work, you know, 5 days a week from like 8 to 5. But, you know, they actually found out with studies that it's better for people to work less days a week. So working like a Monday to Thursday at, you know, I want to say it was 2 12s and 2 6s. So if I do the math, that'd be 36 hours. So you lose 4 hours of work, but people are like twice as productive. It's crazy. Or you just work 8s, which is the middle ground. $10-minute break, which we also had to make that time up. So if you're getting a break, but you have to make the time up, it's not really a break. It's just, hey, I'm putting off work for a little bit. So that's not really a break, you know? And that's how I see it as. That's how I've always seen it as, which is why I hated getting lunch breaks. Because it's like, oh, well, you're still here. You're still technically on the clock, but, you know, you're just not working. But you're on the clock and you don't make money. So it's like, well, okay. Why? So that's what I don't like. So my idea is, like, if I'm at work, I want to be working and I want to get work done and not have to be wasting time. I also noticed that with like the job over the summer, because you had to walk down a hill. Like, I've talked about the leveling in that job, but like you parked on like level 4, had to walk down to level 3 to clock in. And that walk down takes like a minute or 2. So if you show up exactly on time, you're gonna be late 2 minutes. And every day at the end of the day, if you clock out exactly on time, it takes you 2 minutes to get to your car before you actually leave the facility. So you're losing that 4 minutes of time. I know it's 4 minutes, but still, you're losing 4 minutes of time. So, yeah. And with all the technology, things should be way more efficient. To be fair, I work for a small company, and we still use time cards, so. It was the old-fashioned time card. It's not like, hey, you have your ID badge, you swipe it, and it clocks when you swiped it. No, you have to, like, put it into a timestamp machine and then slot it in, which is crazy. Use computer to check in and out. That was the other thing about like working a fast food job, is you always had to have a manager check you in. So like they had to stop what they were doing to get you on the job. And I remember I had one time that they got busy and they were like, "Why aren't you helping us?" I'm like, "Because you're not gonna have a time for a manager to clock me in, and I'm not working for free." So like, I'm not gonna work for free, man. You're either paying me or I'm not working. So I'm entitled to money. Oh, it was just the symbol. I thought something was cracking on my chair and I was trying to figure it out, and it was just the music. Great. Yeah, those kind of systems worked, you know. It was the same thing at my old job, at the warehouse job that I worked at, because you had to walk through the entire store to get to the clock in, to the employee area to clock in. And so that took a couple minutes. The other part I didn't like about working there is I was always the first one there, and so you have to wait for a manager to show up before you can actually even get there to clock in. And I don't like when I got there with the general manager and he was opening the store, he would always like try to talk to me about stuff he wanted to see done, and I'm like, yeah, but I need to go get clocked in, so you're not wasting my time. Like let me go get clocked in to make the money. You know, we can have this conversation while I'm on the clock. We don't have to have this conversation while I'm not on the clock. You know. I don't know. Question of the day: was it mean or like to see? Do you mean in general or streamer content? I was specifically pertaining to streamer content, but you can answer it however you feel. I mean, you guys are gonna do that anyway, so might as well just let it be what it is. Yeah, I get that. No, I've just noticed with those, like, if I make it extremely concise and, you know, one, I feel like it's limiting to your answers, and two, you guys just answer outside of it anyway. So, and if I make it extremely vague, then I usually get asked, like, what you just did. Which way am I supposed to answer this? And so, like, I'm like, I'm just gonna let you ask questions. Like, I can answer that over and over again, and do my best not to get ignored by it. So I read that question, I'm like, oh, what would you like to see Chaos do in the new year? And I'm like, yeah, that's 100% easy to answer. Nothing. Stop streaming and get a life, man. That's what I'd like to see. Lol. For challenge runs, I'd love to do more. I just gotta get back to I gotta get to the point where I'm, you know, I have some ideas for those. I just don't have ideas. Excuse me. I have, I wasn't expecting to ever go back to Fallen Order challenge run, I'll be honest. If I did, I would have probably done, like, no lightsaber, no force or something. But, yeah, the Deathless run is kind of working again. It's because I started playing again. I'm like, I'm having fun with it again. So yeah, I gotta complete it though. I'm actually pretty heftily through the game. I mean, I still got a lot to go. So we stopped right after with the first Yotas. So that means we have the Charge Trooper, the fight with Trilla, an escaping Zepho, which is jail scene and jail skip. If I can get jail skip, I'll feel really good about it. If I don't get jail skip, we're gonna be in trouble. Because jail skip is not Just getting caught in that jail is very bad for that kind of run. Then after jail skip, it's Ilum, Kashyyyk. No. Where's my lightsaber get broken? No, I have to go to Dathomir first. It's Kashyyyk, Dathomir, Ilum.
Hey, boys!
Hey, yo, Benji!
Hiya there.
Thanks for
I'm
the 8
dying.
months.
How are you?
I'm also dying, but I'm here. You second there, buddy. You got this. I believe in you. I hope you got the project done and getting those papers hammered out. I know it sucks this week, but next week's will be good. Next week will be good. Let's talk about Jedi Fallen Order, where I was. So, fight Trilla, get off of Zepho, hopefully. We have the Rabid Yotos. No, the Rabid Yotos isn't there yet. We could go fight Rabid Yotos, but I said I'd promise that after. And I don't like his area, so I'll do the fight of him after we beat the game. Same with the Rabid, whatever the other thing is, because they suck in general to fight too. We get to Trilla, we get off Zepho, we probably get captured, have to do jail, get out of jail, do Kashyyyk, because I'm pretty sure you go to Kashyyyk. No, you go to Dathomir first, fight the Owlbat. No, I never fought the Owlbat in the run. So after jail, it's go to Kashyyyk, beat the Ninth Sister, leave Kashyyyk, go to Dathomir, fight the Owlbat, break the lightsaber, go to Ilum, fight the ATSTs, like I think there's 2 or 3 of them. Go back to Dathomir, destroy Malicos, and then go to the Inquisitor Fortress. So we're probably about like 40% of the way through the game at the moment, I would say. That would be my assumption. Love to see more of the games you enjoy playing and be less limiting on yourself. I know you said that on Twitter. And I like to play games I enjoy, but I also need them to be useful for people wanting to watch them. So, yeah, that's kind of the line I'm playing with there. I haven't quite found that balance yet, and I'm still working on it, but we'll get there. Yeah, not doing the Don't Starve stream was kind of sucky on Monday, I'll be honest. It's like, we sat there for like 30 minutes on a just chatting stream, and I'm like, I have no idea what to do, because like, I usually plan stuff out, and I don't have nothing to do today. But you reinvigorated my love for Jedi Fallen Order, so I'm playing that now. It'll be fun. How do I reckon it will take you roughly to complete? Probably at least 1 or 2 more streams, depending on how long I play it for. If I play it I can't even say for a full. Jeez. If I play it for a full stream time, I'll probably, without dying, if I don't die, I would assume we get to Dathomir right before the Malicos fight. Which means we would have another, like, 2 hours to play in the next one. So probably like a stream and a half. I cannot even say it regular speed, Nico. I can't say it fast. Project Digger 93. Nice. Had to cancel. School takes... I don't blame you for school taking priority. But I have found that if I was not streaming this week, I would have lost my mind. Because I went to... I forget what day it was. Maybe it was Monday night. Or Sunday. No, it was Sunday, because I got off, I ended work early. It's Sunday, I'm like, guys, I need just to, like, not do homework, and I need to hang out and not have a terrible time, so I'm just playing video games that night, which I needed. Like, you need to have those breaks, too. But also, I was feeling pretty good about being ahead on paper I was writing for Monday. I do not feel good about the presentation at all. Like, I really didn't get feedback from it. And I have a feeling, I have this weird hunch that it's not what he wants me to write a paper on. Like, not exactly what he wants from the paper, but at this point, as long as I get a C on it, I don't really give a crap. Okay, I'll take an A I'll take a C or a B in the class and move on. So that'll be fine. I'm at that point. I've turned into that. Just if I pass, I'm okay. Also, it's a class I don't. If I fail the class, it's not like it's gonna matter. You know, it's not. It's an elective. So I just wasted money at that point for taking the class. I learned some things, so that I guess it's not terrible. Like if that class had a comprehensive exam at the end of it, I would have been so much better than trying to write this paper. I don't know why, but I feel like I haven't been in school for like 20 years at this point because I just can't write papers anymore. Probably after that 20-page last year, they just kicked my butt, and then I'm just like, yeah, nope, nope. You never know, enjoy who enjoy what, though. I found out some different things from a friend earlier because he said something different. Yeah, I've actually been really quite surprised with the random people jumping into not the Fallen Order. The random people jumping into Falsepawn Kingdom on the Yu-Gi-Oh streams, which is sad because they're done next week because we're gonna beat the game. But it's been cool to see people just jump in and have a chat about it. How many semesters do I have left at school? A lot. I don't even know, Nico. I can't even tell you that. I have no idea. I'm glad you got 93 on that project. Also, the things I enjoy require me not to be a good streamer, and that's what I don't like about it. Say that 10 times. I already read that. I read that too. I'm losing my mind, but I'm getting good grades, so that's working. That's fair. Yeah, I miss the days where I could just not worry about things and get A's. So that's fun. 4 more in the master. Yeah. That's a lot, man. You enjoy Sonic, Zelda, and a few other things as well. Yeah, I was having a conversation with it was Fun Guy last night. Yeah, Fun Guy. He's like, yeah, you should just play play things you enjoy and have It's like, have you played this game? And I'm like, no, I don't really play anything outside of Pokemon and Zelda now. Like, I don't even play Sonic games ever. Like, I have not touched one in such a long time. Besides, obviously, just doing SA2 on one day, but we only played it for an hour. But yeah, Sonic games just don't go well, and I have to hyper focus them because there are a lot of platforming, and it's hard to read a chat, be focused on chat, and do a platforming game too. That's part of it too for me. But also, there's no Sonic game I really want to play at the moment, because I've beat pretty much every one I have. I don't have the crazy idea to do Sonic 2 yet, so I think that would be the next one I'd want to play is Sonic 2. You might enjoy XCOM. You've talked to me about XCOM, but for me, it's hard. As I told Fun Guy last night, it's hard for me to justify buying a game for a good amount of money when I know I'm probably gonna play it once and I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. So I just gotta get out of my own mind before I jump into those kind of things. See, but Wolfus, you can die a lot and, be okay with it. I die a lot and I get frustrated. Yeah, gameplay would be really good for me, but also I have to do gameplay, so. Yeah. I have, once I have access to stream my PlayStation, I'd like to do Last of Us, because I do have that. And I've never beat the game, so it'd be fun to do it. Maybe that might be something for like fall next year. So, I don't know. The other good part about 2022 is that I'm so far ahead with IC content. That, I mean, we're gonna be doing this. We're finishing Yu-Gi-Oh on Tuesday. We start our next series, which I'm anticipating to be a pretty short one. I'm anticipating to be a pretty quick one, like maybe like a month of streams, because I think I'm pretty good at the game and I know it well. But that's all I'm saying about it. So once that's all done, so like middle of January, beginning of February, I'm gonna stop recording for IC for probably about a year on stream. I will likely do something off stream, but take some time to do it. Cat, love the cat. That makes sense. The dialogue get frustrated, but I know these suck at games, so just roll with it most of the time. What's up, back? I'm dead. I didn't even read you when it left, so I'm so far behind on chat. Fire Emblem, right? See, I'd like to do another Fire Emblem game at some point. I just think you guys are tired of me doing Fire Emblem because I spent like 3 years playing the game. See, I'm all for a game that wants to make you better by making you learn how to play it well, but I hate a game that just makes it so it's ridiculous to try to get anywhere with it. I yelled at the cat. Dies a lot and gets frustrated at DST summer. Yeah, every winter in DST I die, and it's really frustrating because it's something stupid and I hate it. Enjoy the swap to PC. It's so annoying. Any battle royale? See, battle royale is just knowing how the meta works and knowing how to counter, like if it's people with, if like players with different abilities, how to counter the player with your player, picking the best player or picking the one that works for you the best, and knowing the meta. Well, actually, they buffed Poseidon and Smite, which I'm really excited about. I haven't played Smite in a while, but they buffed Poseidon, and I was already good with Poseidon for the most part, but I think those matches that I just get frustrated with because I feel like I can't do anything will be a little bit more easy to manage now. And plus, like, I leave so many people in like 1% that I will do that much more damage just to knock them out. So it'll be great. So they have enacted the COVID thing, right? Again? That's fun, Nico. Welcome back. Ba-da-doo-doo-doo. Run into the grass patch, man. A lot of stores are closing lobby. Well, this is the winter is the period where viruses are spread more easily, just because like the heat kind of limits it a bit because it takes a little bit more for the pathogen to get around. But cold, they can move around. So no keyboard right now because I need my room for laptop desk. What? I need room for my laptop on my desk. I'll be emoji only for a bit. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you could also just pull it up on your phone and use that as a typing thing. But I understand. A lot of people getting COVID even with the booster. I didn't think of that boom solution. See, Chaos comes up with ideas. This is why people hire me, because I'm the ideas guy. It's the reason why invisible corporations work, because I'm the ideas guy. No. You are extremely unlikely if you have the doses to get COVID. It can still happen if you're an idiot, but and just because you have the vaccine doesn't mean you're immune to it. And I think people think that. It's like, oh, I get the vaccine, then I don't have to wear my mask. And I'm like, no, that's not how that works. But I don't know. I have no idea. I still have no idea how I didn't get it. Like, I was in close proximity to my parents who had it. I didn't have a mask. They didn't have a mask. Like, I don't know how I got around it, but I guess I just have a good immune system. To be fair, I really hadn't been sick since... Like, I got sick earlier this, like, in September. That's, like, the only time I've been sick in, like, the last 2-3 years. So, I don't know, maybe just build up a tolerance to things. Don't wear them properly. See, my thing is, if you're not gonna wear it properly, why are you even wearing one in the first place? Don't act like it's like putting on a face to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. I wanna, be supportive of this. Just don't wear one and look like the jerk that you are, instead of half doing it. Yeah, I got COVID tested when I got sick too, but I didn't have anything. Like, I didn't feel like it was something big. I felt like it was just, like, a cold. But, I still took precautions. I'm like, some people who wouldn't have been, like, as safe as I was would have just gone out and been like, yeah, until I get my COVID test and I'm negative, until I'm, sure I'm positive for COVID, I'm just going to keep going. I would have been royally screwed if I had had COVID there. Just, I had like nothing in my house to eat. I couldn't go out to get food because I was sick and I didn't have anyone else there. Do you have a home test kit? No, we have there's a clinic on campus that they had stuff, so I got one of those. I don't know. I mean, people want it to go away, but they're not doing things to make it go away. And until we have a 100% proven answer for it, then yeah. I mean, I never got it bad enough that I wasn't streaming, so I was really congested and groggy, but not anything worse. Yeah, I understand that being an issue because it's been a massive problem for a lot of the population, just having to deal with being alone. Luckily, I have accepted that fact in my life, and I just, deal with it. Also, why streaming helps. Like, streaming has been so good for COVID, just because you can interact with people online, and we can hang out and play games, and it was cool. Also, I keep myself incredibly busy, so like I don't really have a chance to think about this kind of things. Keep giving me the bears, man. Tomorrow or Friday? Right. I feel like today's like Friday or something, but I know it's not. It starts on Monday. If they're enacting the policy, it's probably best to use the days to transition to do it anyway, so. He's so out of whack. Mine is just because I've been doing a lot of stuff that I don't usually do, like writing papers. And it feels like I've just been constantly working on schoolwork. You know, like usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I am not really working on schoolwork. I'm working on content. I didn't have that this week because yesterday I was writing the paper that I finished today. Last night I was writing the paper I finished today. This morning I finished the paper I was writing today. You know. And then tonight I have classes, so I haven't got any content stuff done. I mean, I did get 2 episodes recorded for next week for Uranium, so that'll be good. So you guys will have those, at least. And then after this week's done, and I should have all the papers out of the way, I can get some other stuff worked on. But I got something else I got another piece of content to work on that I haven't had before, so that's gonna cause some problems. But I just gotta find time to do it. Today was the first day since Friday that I touched my PC or PS4. I don't know how you could do that, man. I gotta play games every day, man. I wish it was Friday. I would say that, but I work on Friday, so it's not really that great of a day for me. Honestly, I can't wait till Monday, when I should be done with all my stuff, I'm assuming. Maybe Tuesday next week. Maybe it might be Tuesday, but we'll see. So I think with these 2 papers I'm writing, I think between tomorrow and Friday I should be able to knock out one, and the other one should be done Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then I don't have class. You know, the stuff's turned in, so. Back to regular schedule. Yeah. I don't know why they do this to us, but like my biggest problem was like I got back from I needed a break at Thanksgiving. I took a break. I didn't have time to take a break, so I played all last week catching up on stuff that I missed out on for not working for a week. And then started immediately into finals, so did not go anywhere, man. So I think I said this on stream, but I will have my setup over Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. Over Christmas break. So there might be a few days where I take off. I think I've been trying to plan out when I'm going home because I needed a break from work, and so I thought about that. I think I'm maybe the Saturday the 18th. I will be not streaming, so I'll be driving home, and then probably coming back sometime the week after, on like probably that Thursday the 30th, or 2 weeks after it on the 30th. So I should be back in time for New Year's. But I will have all my stuff. So there'll probably be those 2 days, the 18th and the 30th, or I won't be streaming just because I'll be moving stuff, getting things done. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm looking forward to having a little bit of some time off before jumping back into school. I also think next semester will be a lot easier for me, just because my hardest classes, I mean, I still have one of my professors that I had a hard class for, but the other one I'm not. And his was a lot of my reading for the week. So I think I should be a little bit better in that regard. Yeah. I didn't even read for the night for class, but he told us, our instructor told us that, hey, we're gonna come in, do presentations on your final project, and then that's pretty much it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna read then, because I'm not reading if I don't have to. Which is kind of cool, because this week I've only read for one class. I don't know. Enjoy the burb. Gonna work tonight. I had to miss Monday. Yeah. I know I said that DoorDash is flexible. I lied. DoorDash is very unflexible. Like, if I don't work the 3 days I work, I'm not making money. So, although I did not make money this past week, and that's because they didn't have like any promos going on at all. Like, I made more on Friday where I only worked 4 hours, and I only worked like 2.5 than I did on Saturday and Sunday, and I worked like 5 on both of those days. I love every time we have this conversation. I always tell you not to do a job that costs you money, and yeah, we're just not gonna get around that do-si do-ay. Also, when I leave, depends on what the weather's like too. Because if it's snowy, I might delay or might go a day early, depending. Because I don't want to drive through the snow, and it's only gonna get worse as I go back home. If a bill came early, you should still have to pay it at the same time. Like, they're not allowed to change the date that is due without like giving you a heads up. Well, I just got my balance from when I went on vacation, and when I went on vacation and from like doing all this Christmas shopping, and my payment on my credit card for next month is gonna suck. Gonna big suck. We'll see. Well, it should always be paid on the same date. So, that's just what it needs to be. It's paid on the same date. Listen. I don't know why I got on my EDM playlist, but I'll take it. Exclamation point EDM if you want to see this playlist on Spotify by T Dubs. I don't know what I want to do for I kind of want to do a big stream, but I did say that if we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be awesome. To quit my day job. If we get to 1,000 followers by the end of the year, I'm looking to do a anniversary, a stream anniversary, and a 1,000 follower celebration. If we don't, then I probably won't do something like that. But because part of me is like, you know, I want to have this ability to, like, I want to do these things, these events for you guys, but also I don't want to just have you guys assume that I'm gonna do them regardless of if I get to the goal or not. So I've done a lot of those where I'm just like, okay, we're basically there, let's do it. I don't know. We'll probably save another sleep block for the affiliate anniversary for 2 years. It's just crazy. I was looking more towards like a 12-hour like community stream, sort of like how we did back last fall, where I would play a game for like 3 hours, switch to something else, play another game, switch. So that's kind of the plan there. But I have to see. Ba-doom. I probably have to plan that out a bit more. Probably do something like Benji did, where he's like, "Oh, let me get people to see if they can be here for this date and this time, and then we can do stuff." And you know, that's probably a better way to organize it than just let it happen. So you'll see. If I haven't done that, got overwhelmed. Well, I'll be, if you do go for the break, I'd be down to jump into that deep. I would say I'd be down to jump into DVD, but I really don't like DVD. So, let's see. Haven't been having fun with it lately. Welcome in back. I'm Dad. It's not been a fun game lately. Plus, I've honestly been enjoying Halo too much. So, which I never thought I would say that, because it's like my first Halo game and I'm really enjoying it. Kind of want to cop for the campaign, but I don't know about that. We're still on the playlist. Oh, my thing. Yeah, we're still on the playlist. Just checking it. It's hard to do those like bigger stream. I always try to wait for like a break for those kind of things, which is why you'll see like if I do a big stream, it's usually like January, end of December, January, end of April, beginning of May, right before like end of August, beginning or end of August, and then those are kind of like the 3 times I get chances to do things. I would do stuff over Thanksgiving, but you know I was away all week, so I couldn't even watch stuff. I'm still behind. I still have not caught up with stuff. I just watched Sunday's episodes of things. And it's really weird because like I'll watch like the premieres that we've been doing and stuff, but then I'll go back. But then like it gets me off when I go to my sub feed and I have to scroll all the way through. I'm like, did I watch this because I'm here at this point, or did I watch this because it was a premiere? And so I've had to go back, and I got the Sunday because I know that the video I watch is only uploaded once a week on Sundays. So I'm very far behind, but I'll do the same thing with like the like I'll look at best bits comments on ICE and I'll go through them, and so I get behind. I'm like, okay, this video has been watched to this point. Is it because I've watched it to this point, or is it because I've looked at best bits and not really watched it? So I don't know. It just takes me a little bit to go back to that. See, I think this is copyrighted, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Because I know I had to take it off my other playlist because it was, so. I guess we'll find out. What am I? That one. Wait to watch the video and look at best bits to see if it was the same moments. I look at them because I generally like, okay, I want my first opinion on it, and if I wait too long, then I'm not going to get my first opinion on it. Though I did have my first timestamp this week that I haven't interacted with at all. So, we'll see. I guess when we get there. Actually free for once. Actually free for once I'm dead. This feels odd. Well, I would offer to get the handcuffs out, but that's a little bit too spicy for stream, so I won't. Yeah, I said this week that I would feel better once we got to next week. Actually, it's once today's done, and it really determines it, because if my presentation goes well, which I feel like I'll have probably the best presentation in my class tonight. But if my presentation goes well and he tells me it's good, I'm just gonna submit it and not worry about it. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. See, I wish I was familiar with that TikTok trend when I was doing Hilda's parts in Fire Emblem. I think there actually might have been a moment where I did that with the last playthrough. But I have to see about that again when it comes out. It's really cool because, like, my second the Crimson Flower part's coming out now on IC, and I have the Christmas tree in the background, and so it worked out, I guess, really well. I mean, the original plan for it was, like, you would have had the Fire Emblem series where Skyward Sword was, and then Skyward Sword would be starting to come out now. But we flipped the order of those two, so. Yeah. Where's the, there it is. Like, where's the exclamation point? Come on, man. It was a year ago. It was, yeah. That series is crazy. It took a long time to record. And it also took a long time to get out. Because I think the next installment is when I was at the house. I didn't even say Alexa, so stop. It was at the when I was on campus.
How you doing, my guy? Welcome.
Well, thank you for the host, Benji. So that's gonna be a little weird. Talk about things we want to do in 2021. Yeah. So I don't know if, yeah, the first series was definitely going on at that point in time, but I think we had made, yeah, because we had just made the choice to, I had just made the choice to split things up into, with a series between. So that was a big thing with it. And that's kind of also delayed it from being like fully out. Because one, there's a lot of episodes in every set. This is the shortest segment of Fire Emblem. Just because there's one, it's not as split up as the last section, and two, because it's a lot shorter than the other parts of the story. But the thing is that Yu-Gi-Oh is already into like August or something next year, so yeah. Then I'm assuming like Fire Emblem will close out the year again, and then I can have the next series start 2023. So, yeah, I have plenty of time to record another IC series, which is kind of why I want to take my time with it and start now. And figure out what I want to do now, start recording it, and just let it take its time to work. It could be one of those things that I don't have to have a schedule for. It's like, oh, I feel like playing this game today. Let me jump into it, and then I play it. So. Well, I'm watching yours and Jimmy's content, then I branch out to watch everyone. As I said, like, you check out the other creators. I always keep saying that. Because they have funny stuff, too. Like, 2E's Black Wedlock is probably the best series he's ever done. Well, I'm not a big fan of Devil May Cry. It's still watching Jamie. Hey, what's up, Faz? How you doing? Can I get a shout out for Faz, please? Thanks. How you doing, friend? How you been? I mean, I've talked to you consistently the last couple days, but I've been pretty bad before that. Because I'm just incredibly busy. That's another good thing about, like, next week. I can start watching people's streams again and being involved with it, which would be awesome. You just got off work? Nice. How was work today? Hope it was well. What do you want to see in the future? Yes, that's the question of the day. 1,670 calls today. Jeez, man. Horrible. That sounds pretty rough. Well, you made it through it. Now you can relax. You know, play some Cyberpunk. And enjoy your night. You know? The Last of Us. Yeah, I know you like that. I do think that'll be like Halloween time. It depends on how long that game takes me to beat. I'm assuming it'll take a little bit. Some watching Last of Us 2. I don't remember Last of Us 1 that well. Like, I know what happens in it, but it's been a long time. So I'm expecting that to take a little bit of time to get through. I was like, if we got through that fast enough, you know, maybe getting Resident Evil and playing that too. But I don't know. Last of Us 1 is half the length of Last of Us 2. Yeah. That'll be good. That'll be good then. So I'd probably say like a month or two to get through. Soulsborne. What the heck is that? Like Dark Souls? Like Bloodborne? Or are you just talking about the general, like, that kind of game? Right. I do have Dark Souls on my PlayStation, so that could be something else I jump into. And now that I've played Fallen Order, I feel better with that kind of gameplay. Yeah, okay, that was cool. I've been recommended Sekiro just because people think it'll be sucky for me, but I feel like it won't be that bad. Took you a couple minutes to beat it, but you gotta remember, I'm faster at playing games than you are. For very easiest reason. Soulsborne is like a Souls-like game. I get you. I figured it out as soon as I read it. And I asked, I'm like, I'm an idiot. I know what this exactly is gonna be. I do have Souls 1, so that'll probably be... That's on the docket for the list. Definitely. I am the Eggman. Honestly, it makes the Eggman fight so much better in SA2. Yeah. You're a master or a soul veteran beat a few times. I have not. I have not touched it. I have never got off the first island. I got off the first, like, beat the first boss in the game, and that's as far as I've gotten in Dark Souls. And then I just didn't know what to do, so I gave up. Mostly because I wasn't a big fan of the combat system, but now that I've played Fallen Order and sort of have a feel for how it's going to work, I feel like I could be better at it. I understand that, Benji, not wanting to, like, not being your genre. It's just like, I would, like, simulation games are not mine at all. But, you know, yeah, I've played Fallen Order a lot. Like, I've almost attempted a speed run at it. Unfortunately, I never will go back to that because the one way that I really like to play that game was with the jump glitch, and I realized they patched it again when I was playing it on Monday. So you'd have to find like a copy of that with the glitches in it still. I don't know if there's another leaderboard now with just playing through the game, but yeah. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm killing him a chop. Fallen Order has a better combat system than with Sekiro. Right, Souls looks a little slow. And I did notice that. So. 100% will maybe take a look at the Sekiro at some point. Sekiro give me a challenge. I don't need a challenge in those kind of games. I just need to play through them. Slow, clunky, and often weird hitboxes. Yeah. So that would probably make me really annoyed. It's just the hitboxes. Yeah, they're probably not your forte, Nico. I would assume. Yep. When you play this, you have to kind of just take it with a grain of salt too. That you're gonna die a lot. I think I'm 100% ready to go on this Sekiro if I can beat this run of Fallen Order without taking any deaths. Besides my rustiness at the very, very, very beginning of the game. Yeah. It's funny because like if you watch the beginning of the run, I'm really, really bad. And then just somehow I become good. Can you beat Grandmaster Fallen Order? I can beat it, yeah. But I haven't I'm working on beating it deathless. So Bloodborne and Sekiro, I've seen Bloodborne, haven't played. But they don't look that different to me, so I should be fine to beat it. I just never have. Because every time I play Grandmaster Jedi, I've done the deathless run. And I've never not died in the game. So it's just where it is. But also have to take a break, so I think I'll go ahead and do that now and get my other G Fuel, and I'll be right back. So feel free to get up, stretch, and I'll see you in a moment. And we're back. Nanny shiny? Not today. Didn't think so. Despite not playing Dark Moon, I really love this track. Fortunately, I came in at the end of it, so. That's like our first rookie today. I don't remember seeing that many. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I gotta be wrong. I just don't remember seeing that many. Definitely go check out TikTok. Weekly uploads on Fridays. Also, challenge is wise. Yeah, I think I read your. I don't know if I mentioned it, but yeah, if it's like Sekiro, I should be okay. But unless you give me like 20 million enemies at one time that I can't deal with without a double-bladed lightsaber. That's my problem right now. I really should make a run to Dathomir and just try to get to that blade. But I've tried to do that in the past and it did not go well. So really, I think for me, I've been playing it kind of fast and not taking my time with it, trying to get through it as fast as possible. And that hasn't been working. But this time around, I've taken time, like, okay, I need to train. I need to get this rust off. I need to, deal with this enemy, know what I'm fighting before I go into it. And it's worked a lot better for me. So, if I just continue doing that, I don't think I'll have any problems with this run of Fall Order at all. Which means before every like massive boss fight, I need to spend some time just training. Should have no problem with Sekiro. I think this is actually. Hold on. Let me check something here. So I can't parry? Yeah, that's 100% what you need to do. I need to look at the latest claim. What are we claimed? We already, that was the lead back thrills. So I feel like this piece is copyrighted. For some reason. Like, all the battle block music is copyrighted, which is ridiculous. Like, apparently. Says. Copyrighted for Careless Whisper Wolf. Okay. I think it's actually okay. So I had to go through the mods real quick to make sure. We're good, I think. It's not like we're gonna find a shiny anyway, so. Can't parry on Sekiro. Yeah. I do find it weird because we did a whole battle block series and none of this got copyrighted back then, and now it is. Now I'm confused, but okay. Bum 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 bum. I don't know. I don't know. Because we have what? Challenge runs, Last of Us, some Souls games on the list. I don't know if I'll get to that many. But, yeah, with not recording for Invisible Corporations, as I was saying, I don't think I ever finished saying that. With not doing that, I'll be able to do some more things like, jump into some just random games that I want to play because I want to. And I think part of it is that we have so many people on the channel. Like, we all share interests across. Well, I wouldn't say we all share interests, but everybody who's not in the original core of the group has pretty much the same set of games they play, right? And then the other two exist, and they do their own stuff. But like, it's hard to kind of like get a game to play when three other people probably want to do it. And while I let them play that, I'll come up with a different series to do. Obviously, it's not that hard to do. As I said, I have plenty of stuff to do. Like, I have that entire mega collection of Sonic to play through, if I want to. There's some games that are coming out soon that I'm interested in. So, yeah. Also, we'll be bringing Dread to the channel. It'll probably be the first game I play after the next IC series is done. So I want to play it. The good part is, like, having so many creators, you know, and having people who want to do the games that I want to do as well, means that I can let them do the games. I can play them on my own for stream and not be recording for IC, and not have like 20 million episodes of a series up and ready to go. Because it's funny to go back, like, watching the current series of Fire Emblem. My editing is a year old at that point, and so my editing style when I was now, like with Skyward Sword, goes back a year. But if you watch the last series of Fire Emblem, it's going to be on par with Skyward Sword editing, because that's when I edited them. And so, having those videos come out way later in the future, just really dates them already. I'm gonna play Hyrule Warriors. We'll be doing that soon. I want to get it done before the Breath of the Wild game comes out again. That's what I've been saving it for. So once we get a little bit closer to that date, that'll be coming out. I think the other thing with IC is because I have been kind of a lot of the things that I have played, typically like Sonic, Zelda, and Pokemon, are the things we've done the most. So those are kind of a little bit of things. All right, before you decide to be stupid, which you already decided to be stupid, let's swap the playlist because that was done. And it's like those three things have been exclusively covered on the channel for a long time. And it doesn't help that we had 2 Pokemon series going up 2 Zelda series at the same time. So they kind of need to be put away for a while. You like that song? Yeah, it's on the... There's a version of it on this playlist. But the series is over. That playlist ran out of song. Froggy. Kind of want this email to say, "Hey, we're not having class today. Just showing your papers." Nope. I would have felt a lot better about my paper that I have for the class on Monday if I didn't have to do the presentation for it. I'm like, oh, cool, you know? But I really just didn't get any feedback. The one thing feedback I got was like, hey, let me ask you this hard question that literally does not have an answer, and you have to try to figure out something on the fly. Good luck. It's like, dude, I need helpful resources, man. This sucked. Yeah. Like, I was prepared for something to be asked about it. And also, I said something, and then the teacher was like, oh yeah, you're, basically, it came across to me as like, oh yeah, you're completely wrong. And I'm like, yeah, not really, but sure. I mean, I did the research, it's there, but yeah. It's done. Also, I don't know how long my other paper was. Like, that was a 12-page paper, which sucked. I think the other one I wrote is like 16 or something. Which you can see my frustration with classes when they're like, yeah, here's 12 and 16-page papers, and then I got 2 more to still do, and they're probably going to be, you know, I don't think they're as long as those 2 were. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. They're way too long. Yeah. I mean, that the paper on Monday, for Monday's class, I felt I could get done in like 7 or 8 pages. The paper I have for the class tonight that I'm presenting on, I feel like I needed all 16 pages to talk about. I probably could have got rid of like 1 or 2 pages. But I took 16. The good part about this paper for the night is it's not, there's not a page limit on it. It's like answer these like 8 questions and go from there. As long as you have a detailed and, you know, adequate response, you're good. See, I hate, like, I like page limits for guidelines, but I hate them at the same time because if I'm really enjoying the topic, I can write about it for a while. But if it's something I really am not feeling at the moment, getting to that page limit is ridiculous. I like talking. Yeah. See, my thing is, like, a lot of the academic papers I've been writing, it's like, oh yeah, I have to have a page limit. And you can do it in like half the page limit. So you have to double what you're saying. Like, you just go back and restate what you've already said again. And do it again. You just got coconut malt. Share this with your friends so you can totally coconut malt them. Tone level at Fazzy. Oh, I need you to just write my papers then. How about that? That'll work. Do that bit for my research proposal. Just fluffing it. It's really annoying. I'm like, you don't, like, could write it in 7 pages, you needed 10. I was like, I look at the professor, I'm like, you know, I could write this in less words. And it would have the same value. But because you have a page limit, you have to give yourself extra work to do. On top of me, extra work to do that I don't really need to do. So, I don't know. The good part about the other 2 papers I have to work on is they're kind of already partially written. Because one of them is expanding upon a midterm, and one of them is expanding upon a project I've done already. So, they're going to be pretty... I think they'll be hammered out pretty quickly, like a couple hours. Page limits are stupid. There's only a few times that I've had issues with the page limit. The only one I can really think of is I wrote a piece. I wrote a piece for my communication class last spring, no, last fall. And she was like, "It can be 8 pages," and I'm like, "It's like it should be like, you know, 15 pages max." And I was through one of the 4 topics I wanted to cover, and I was at 8. And so I'm like, if I write half the paper, I'll be at 16. But when I wrote a topic of video games and how they changed my life, I wrote 20 pages. That's the other paper. I wrote a paper on, like, loneliness caused by technology. A couple times, actually, because there was more data as it, like, social media and stuff became more prevalent. So, like, I wrote about it, like, in 2010. And then I wrote about it again in, like, 2018. And there's a vastly different outcome on both of those papers. But they're like, you know, 7 pages. I'm like, I'm at 15. I understand the idea of page limits because you don't want to have to do more, like as a professor, you don't want to do more reading than you need to do. And also as a student, it gives you a guide of where to go, but they also require you to get to that level or else you feel like you're not writing a long enough paper. So, it can be difficult. It either prevents a smart and well-formulated person to fill out because they explain it fast, good and efficiently. Either times you can't simplify, you lose a page because it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I remember trying to cut pages out of that the communication paper last year, and yikes, it was hard. I ended up just getting rid of some of my examples. This is a research paper based off a TV show, and so I just had to get drop examples. So instead of having like 1 or 2 examples per each idea, I had to have like 1 example. I'm like, okay, other references are this moment and this moment. Just because I had to have them in there and cite them. But actually, I might be able. I can submit that that paper again to that communication conference. See if I can get it. I'll have to talk to my professor about that. I also think like a 20-page paper, and I think about like if you turn that into a book, like a little tiny like book, like you were writing 20 pages on like double the size of that, you pretty much have a book you're writing there, dude. It's crazy. The other big thing about the paper I was writing today is that I have a graph in it, like I have a table in it to kind of explain things and how they line up with each other. And I was trying to format it so I got that to look like an actual table. So if you don't count spelling errors, Pazzy has good papers. Yeah, but spelling errors. See, this is why we'd be such a good pair at writing papers. Like, you have the ideas, I go through and proofread. Like, easy does. That's good. Also, I mean, it makes the paper longer too by putting a table in it. It's like I wrote it out like in a paragraph structure, and then I made a table of it, so it made sense. Because I know, like, for me, like, reading it and seeing a visual representation of it are completely different. Like, reading it doesn't help me as much as, like, looking at it, a layout of it. It's part of the reason why I have, like, a crap ton of sticky notes everywhere. So it keeps me organized, because I can look at it and see it visually and not have to just kind of think about it. Go from there. Also, when I was looking at dates, I pulled up a calendar. And instead of just being like, oh yeah, let me just... I had to look at it. Which is weird because I'm really not that much of a visual learner. I'm more of an auditory. But like seeing something really helps me understand it. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why Brawl music is so nostalgic for me, but it is. Actually, I heard somebody having a conversation about what I just said there, and that's like people come up to me and they're like 20s and 20 to 25, and they'll be like, Brawl is nostalgic. Brawl, like Smash Bros. Brawl is so nostalgic, and like they're like 30 or like just over 30. So, like that makes me feel really old because like you go back and think of nostalgic games at that age, and you're like, oh yeah, like Donkey Kong. Paper Mario, the original Paper Mario, I might add, Mario 64, like those kind of like SNES games, N64 games. Meanwhile, like everybody now is like, oh yeah, Wii games, they were nostalgic, and I'm like, bruh. I mean, I played them, but yeah. You gonna take a fast shower? That's alright, enjoy. Not too much though. I did see a Twitter post where it's like they had the N64, the GameCube, the Wii, and the Switch. And they're like, one has to go. And I'm like, who in their right mind would not just yeet the Wii out the window at that point? Like the Wii did not have really anything on it. Like, it really was not that great. It was good when it was like the, console of the day. But now it's not that great. Like the N64 aged better than it, and that's saying something. So my Wii, I mean, I know where mine is, but do I ever use my Wii? Oh. Nope. I mean, it's a good console. It's just not when you stack it up against the other Nintendo giants, it doesn't stand a chance. I only remember using my Wii for. There's only 3 games I remember using 4 games. That was Wii Sports, Flash Wii Sports Resort. I'm counting that as one. Smash Brawl. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which you could have played on GameCube, but I didn't have it on GameCube. There's one more that I just lost. What was the other game? Mario Kart. That's it. Those are the only games I really remember playing on the Wii. I know I had more, but those are the ones I remember. And I know I just played Skyward Sword, which was literally made for the Wii, but yeah, no. I mean, I guess I played Colors, and I guess I played Sonic Colors and Sonic and the Secret Rings on Wii, but no. Don't have good memories of the Secret Rings. It's kind of a jank game. And it's definitely 100% the controls of it. Colors was pretty good on the Wii, I have to say. It definitely would have been better on like the Switch, which why it's being re-released and looks freaking awesome. But yeah, it was not a good Wii game. Definitely. Just the controller and the aspect of the Wii was kind of just jank. Yeah, motion controls have always been kind of jank. Part of the reason why like a lot of people are like VR, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. So it's motion controls. So no thanks, man. I've never done a VR headset. I just don't want to. So I'm good. Like, I don't need to be that immersed in the game. If I have to literally be put inside the game for it to be immersive, it's a bad game. That's just what it is. I'd rather just play it with controller. I do think it's partially because I played the GameCube so much as a kid that I got just so used to playing games with something in my hands that I was holding, like this. You know, just got used to having something. So doing it with like my movements, not really that great. Bum, bottom. So what did we start at? 83? And we have an hour. Oh no, it's 3. It's 3 o'clock. Meeting's at 5, idiot. So we got about 2 hours left to kind of grind through this. We might get to about, I would say 9. Probably like 8. Probably get to like 8,900. Maybe 9,000, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. So I hope you guys got your points in for the predictions. Remember, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, you gotta get here early because those come up. And you can connect with it. Is that right? Yeah, they weren't my style. Kind of because they're simulation, I guess. You know, they kind of feel like a simulation game, right? So if I get the Halo campaign, because I know that comes out, that actually comes out today, actually. Huh. If I get the campaign, I might be wanting to play that on stream. Let's see. I can't play games without a controller, man. Hey, none of that. None of that frame drop crap. Stop it. Get out of my sandwich. No. Oh, hi, Tyrogue. I already have 4 of you. Which prefer controller. To be fair, a game I've really wanted to play again is Pokemon Emerald, and I know I just played it, but like, there's just something about Gen 3 that makes me want to keep playing it over and over again. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll have to do that again. That was a while ago now. Yeah, it was a year. I did it a year ago. So, I understand that, but I still want to play it. I think that was the last time No, I'm playing Oras right now. Like, it's the last time I played a Hoenn game, and I'm like, you're literally playing Oras tomorrow. Right. There is a big difference, though, in, like, just the vibe of Oras from, you know, RSE. I don't know. It's also been a while since I've played Fire Red Leaf Green. I have to get back into those. I really wanted to play, it was like Red 782 or something like that. Because it was, it was like all the Pokemon up until like right before Sword and Shield in Gen 1 games. So, which if that happens, that'd be a really cool thing to randomize and do. I gotta find it and do it again. There's honestly so many Pokemon games to play. My problem is like I've been playing a lot of fan games recently, and while I enjoy them, I want to pay homage to the actual games themselves and not, you know, just do fan games all the time. So, what I really should do is start doing the fan games as live series and start doing the main series games as video series again. Because I think that'll go better for us. Excuse me. Plus, we can get back the best teams. Because I need to do that. I'm between 2 games right now for the next best team series, and they are gonna both be main series. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and immediately backpedal on my spinoff and on my fan versus main series debate. But I just need to get back into doing the best team, and now that I have some time, it'll be good. I actually expected us to be a lot farther in Alpha Sapphire right now, but we're not, which is okay, but still kind of weird. I'm also looking forward to getting back to Saturday stuff. Now that I have more time again, well, I say that. Next week when I have more time, I definitely can get some more of those out. I want to try to pump out as much of those as I can. So, still waiting for the XD randomizer. I'm still working on it. It is, despite everything, it is one of the hardest games to randomize. Just because the text boxes get very wonky. And they require, like, a lot of things to be correct. So I'm still trying to learn how to do it. But once I get it, we'll be ready to go. And you will see that series drop when I find it in the mail eligible to do it. But also right now I don't have time. So maybe over the break I'll be able to figure that out and get that going. Should I paint champ? Dang it. Maybe over the break I'll be able to work that out so it works. Bopping, bum bopping, bum bopping, bum bopping, bum bopping, bum bopping. Do do do. I really don't want Tyrogue, so I'm trying to get away from it. Love the Coliseum one. Coliseum sucked because of, like, I didn't get to control any of that. It just became an extreme randomizer and I wasn't ready for it. And I'm trying to work against that with XD. Like, it's partially because I know how to randomize Coliseum and XD the same way as I do Coliseum, and I could get it to work right now. But I don't want to have that experience with XD. While Coliseum was a lot of fun, it was crazy as well. So, if I can figure out this other software and get it to work, we'll have a way better time in XD. Plus, I just want to play the game again, so we'll work on it. Bum, 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 bum. No. I really should just run into the Tyrogue just so I can stop having it chase me, but that's what it is. Well, I guess we'll run into us now because I'm going to take a quick break. And I will be right back and we can probably finish the rest of the stream. So, give me a moment and I will be right back. Feel free to stretch and stuff. Take a lot of breaks, Benji. It's important to take breaks. Know your limit. You know? Boom. Ooh, cold chill. Yeah, I took one like every day. It's because I drink a lot and then I just need either get more or get rid of it, you know? So. It's only 2, though. I'm only taking 2. And 2 for like a 4-hour stream. I think that's reasonable. You know? I know it's only been 2 hours, but. Yeah, it's one of my big problems right now. It's like I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and I don't want to go buy food, and stuff, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. So once I figure out for certain when I'm moving back, I'll be able to go to Walmart because I really need to. Because I've been eating peanut butter sandwiches for the last couple days. Well, yesterday and today. Also, I don't want to go to Walmart because I need to work on paper. I'm half tempted just to get order Domino's and just like live off of that for a little bit and then get food. Let's do the Odyssey. I keep getting recommended the drummer, what type of drummer you are on TikTok videos, and it makes me want to play drums again. But that's me. I vibe with the halftime break guy. I very much do. That and the guy who's like, it's either the rock drive guy or the halftime break guy. That would be me as a drummer. Bam, down, down, down. We do make it last a while. I mean, if I get there 2, is it 2 for $5? 2 large 2-topping pizzas, or I think it might be 2 large 2-topping pizzas for $9.99 each or something like that. If I do that, it's $20 for, you know, what, 16 slices of pizza. And if I eat 2 or 3 a meal, it gives me like 5 or 6 meals. So, and 5 out of 20 is $4 per meal, which is really cheap. So, it's not super cheap, but it's pretty cheap. So, might be worth. I don't remember the last time I ate out. I think it was when I got that sandwich, like a month or a half ago or something, on that Sunday. The last time I had something out. I mean, I used to do the local shop back home. They did like a 24 slice pizza, and I can make that last for like almost a week. I make that last for like 10, 12 meals. It's crazy. You gonna snack while working? Probably not a good idea, honestly, because you habitually build that into, oh, I gotta get food, you know, while I'm working, and that's like, that's some money here and there, which isn't great. It's still not terrible. I mean, I habitually after work, you know, when I worked morning shift and class in the afternoon, that was a couple years ago now. But I would specifically after work, I'd go to McDonald's, and my friends jokingly call it my order because it's what I get: 2 McChickens and maybe 2 McChickens and a lemonade. Typically, what I go with. And so I would do that for lunch, and it's like what, $3, $4, something like that when you include tax. Just like all of those were on the $1 menu, so. Wasn't the healthiest living style, but also wasn't the worst, I guess. The other problem with like going home is like I'm trying to. I know my parents aren't gonna let me buy anything. Aren't gonna like let me pay for food and stuff. So, it's where does the cost of losing a weekend of work meet the cost of not having to pay for food for, you know, a little bit. That's kind of where we're at. I'm also looking at that stat. Plus, I do want to do a longer stream sometime while I have the break. So maybe like, I don't know. Maybe like closer to New Year's, maybe like right after Christmas or right before. Those kind of things. Actually, sometimes too much. Well, if you tend to get a snack while working, it's more than sometimes. Those streams can be a lot of fun. I like the 5-hour slot because it's the time between meals, roughly. You know, if you eat at 8, you eat at noon 30, and then you eat at like 5 or 6. You know, you're roughly getting that break in there. How long is my break for? I think I'm done. I know grades are due next Friday, and I have a paper. That's my last paper when it's due. It's on that 17th. And then I don't think we start again for a month. I think it's like the 11th of January or something. So I have some time. But obviously in the middle of that is Thanksgiving. Why do I keep saying Thanksgiving? In the middle of that is Christmas. So, yeah. Heck yeah. I'd have to look exactly what the date is, because my parents asked me the same thing, and I'm like, I have no idea, actually. I looked at it once, like, right before Thanksgiving, and then I haven't looked at it since, so I forgot. And I didn't write it down anywhere, so obviously it's not there for me just to be like, oh, that's when it starts. And I could go check my schedule on my other desk that has, but I know it doesn't have it either. It just has when my classes are. Yeah, it feels like, when you look at it on paper, it feels like a long time, but once you get into the break, it feels like it's so short. Especially since I'm going to be incredibly busy doing it, like, putting out more content, doing more content stuff. Focusing on that. So, it'll be fun. I do think, like, being a content creator and being, like, a teacher is, like, a really good combination. Just because, like, for that period of having time where you're not really doing anything. I mean, of course, like, you're gonna have meetings and stuff over the summer and yada yada yada, but you're gonna have more time over the summer to kind of focus on content for a bit, so you can kind of get caught up, get ahead, and move on. And then, you know, as the year goes on, you progress. But you're guaranteed to have, like, breaks. You know, you're guaranteed pretty much a Thanksgiving break, guaranteed time off during Christmas, sometime in the spring, and so you get a little bit of time here and there to kind of do stuff. So you'll be like, where did the time go? I'm already thinking, where did the time go? And I haven't even started break yet. I think it'll be closer to 3 weeks when I actually look at it, Benji, but yeah, I think a month is about right. Because technically, I'm done with class tomorrow. And if I was ahead on my papers and had everything written, I could be done with everything tomorrow. But I still gotta write some papers, so yeah. I'm hoping by Monday I'm done. Hoping by Monday. Yeah, today's my last day of classes, right? Because tomorrow's then the day off, and then you have finals starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, right? Break starts Tuesday. Does that mean, are you gonna, is it before, you said 8 a.m., right? So we should be able to stream unless you're moot packing up and going home. But you just let me know that. I can do some more Fallen Order if I have to. If I have to. Then it will really have been a while since we've done the SD. 2 weeks, man. Should be good to stream Monday. It might be a little shorter since Aristotle 6. That's fair. That's okay. I understand that. I can't start early on Mondays. I was like today too because I have a meeting at 5, so I have to end it like right before it. And I was like, I could start. I'll just start earlier. Like I'll start at noon, but I can't do that because I have my YouTube series going up with Jimmy, and I want to be in the premiere for that and be a part of that rather than trying to compete with it. So 1 is the earliest I can do on Mondays and Wednesdays. But I don't mind a shorter stream. Maybe you can just head out and I'll jump in the... I have other things I could do, like Fallen Order. I started doing again. Or, you know, something else. It's kind of hoping that the shiny hunt would be done by now, but... I'd like to beat the first gym by Christmas. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I have a lot from 1 to 4. You think we'll be doing DST then? Or are you thinking something else? Or you think we'll be done? Because depends. I would think we probably could be done soon with it. Because we really only need to finish up what Pearl stuff, and then the rest of the bosses. So. Yeah, we're not that far off, I don't think. Well, we can look at that more when you know when you're gonna stream. I know when my schedule is, but I can move things around a little bit. I gave myself like 3 days. I gave myself like 3 5-hour windows to work on YouTube content, so I could always swap that with a stream somewhere. It just depends. But obviously, I think saying I have a month from essentially the day, 4 streams would probably be enough to get through it. Oh wow, that's crazy. I think the least amount of credits I took was 15. So I've got, that's like 4 classes, 4 and maybe 5 if you have like 1 hour stuff, but that sucks. That's kind of sucky. You could replace it with like, I don't know, like concert or jazz band or something if you're not already doing those. I figured you're doing one or the other, but you know. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Concert band's one of the 14. You can do jazz. I know, I play a mean jazz tuba. Those are 2 words that don't really go together. Jazz tuba. Got 12 credits of gen ed classes and research and concert band. Oh, that's good. That's good. You don't want to be kind of pigeonholed into doing a bunch of the same stuff your final semester, or, you know. understand that. I've heard of jazz too before. It's possible. It's just very weird. Yeah. 'Cause I hated the semesters that I had just my major, and that was it. Like those semesters sucked, really bad. Especially when the content like overlapped to the point where you didn't know which class it was for. That was very, very bad. However, I ended up doing it myself, so I've more or less only had my major in the music. It's not bad. Not bad. I mean, I didn't like. I liked taking the major because obviously it was something I was interested in studying, but it's nice to have a little bit of a change of a topic and not be talking about the same kind of things. So I always try to throw in those electives. The good part is like my programming has me on like two. Yes, the Butterfree's name is Butterfree backwards. It's called Urfatub. Yep. My go-to nickname. It's either that or low fat, because it's Butterfree. But now I'm essentially doing two classes in my program, and then 2 classes that are outside of it, and then a 5th one if I want to put something else in there. Redeem dad joke? Nobody. Those are just my nicknames for it. They've been my nicknames for it since I've pretty much been making content. Because the Butterfree solo one was pretty early on in my content, and it was called Urfatub too. It goes back to 2017. If you watch, you know Munching Orange, he was playing Pokemon Go, and he would just do that with his things. This Pokemon he was catching, just name them backwards. So I use that for Pidgey because Yag Dip. I do it for Butterfree or for Tub, and I do it for Nidoking and Nidoqueen, which is Neclodin. Was Nidoqueen. I don't remember what Nidoking is. Necro Junk or something. But I bonded with the nickname in during the solo run. And it's backward Snake or Muck, where it's what somebody tried to redeem as a nickname that I told them they couldn't do because I knew why they were doing it. They're like, come on, man. I'm like, no. Not happening. I also understand that Munching Orange is one of the nicknames for, I think, if they still are subbed. I don't know if they still are, but we did have Fabby the Vulpix for a while, which was a Munch reference. Yeah, that's exactly what they were trying to do. By the way, if you guys are subscribed, you can't get a mascot. I think yours is still guard over Benji, I believe. That line. I just looked at it. I have no idea. Beneji, Bing Bong. It's Ralt's curly guard over Inglade. Sorry, I have to do it. Of course, if you want to change that, again, you can change your sub mascot every time you redeem your sub. And if you do subscribe, you do get that. Exclamation point perks. That would be sucky to play. Time I hear this when I play Zelda, it's such a good theme. This kind of has like a Latin groove to it, in my opinion, which makes it extra spicy, and I like it. I was talking to DC about playing Gerudo Valley on guitar, and it's like, it's not that hard. Ba-doo-doo-doom, ba-doo-doo-doom. Like, that part's easy. But if you do, like, the spicy, like this one, like, you try to play this on guitar, and your fingers are gonna, like, fall off, because you're playing things so fast. Shiny Pan Champ. Because they get this, like, this guitar part, or the melody part, has a lot of, like, random trills in it, which are really cool. Like, even in just in the, ascending notes. Like, it's, they're like, you throw in, like, 3 extra notes in that little triplet riff there. Fun. Plus, if you're gonna play this on guitar and not have fun with it, like, what do? You're playing it wrong. You gotta throw in those accidentals and grace notes. Butterfree. You have to say I kind of miss making music and stuff, so those kind of things. I've been playing my guitar a lot more this semester than I have in the past. This is like, it's kind of my one way to do music at the moment. I think it's the only instrument I have with me. So. When I used to do choir, I played piano a bit, and then that's about it. I really wish I could play piano, but my fingers is just stupid. I can't split the top and bottom hands from each other. This time we did that quartet. Oh yeah. It was fun, but it sucked for me because I didn't play that instrument. Like, I had not played trombone for like 4 years when we did that. That was a lot of fun, though. Plus, I was playing on a... No, I think I had a regular mouthpiece for that. I missed the other quartet that you weren't in that we did, too. That was a lot of fun too. But the acapella one, yeah, the barbershop was fun. Couldn't think of barbershop for some reason. Like, it wasn't coming to my head. That was a lot of fun. The hard part about that is, like, with every like singing thing I've been a part of, is I've had to like done every role. And I wasn't just stuck on one part. The really hard part was we did the same songs like twice in a row, and one year I did the tenor. And one year I did the lead, I did the tenor, I did the baritone part. And it was really jank to try to do like that. That's not really tone deaf. You just can't read music. That's what it is. Just reading music is the thing. And honestly, listening to the piece has a lot of benefits for musicians trying to learn how to play it too. But also it can be limiting, because anytime I've heard a song, I refuse to do it any other way than what I've originally heard it, because I'm like, oh, this is not what it's written. And I'm a stickler for what's on the page. So... really dark. It's early. It's a little bit early for it to be dark, huh? Okay, and for that, it depends on, for me, with reading music and doing it, it depends on what it is. Like, if I'm playing an instrument, I can read it and be okay. If it's singing, I really need to heal my part to do it. Which is kind of why I, like, when I was doing choir, I learned how to play. I could play the bass hand and piano because obviously, like, that's where I was singing. So I'm not singing the soprano notes. But I would play it until I got it on the piano, and then I would listen to me playing it, and then figure out the part. So, know how to read period. It just takes practice, honestly. Knowing where the notes. The big thing is knowing where the notes are played, and then the value of the note in the time signature that you're playing in. Those are the three big things. And those all just change depending on what piece you're doing. And then obviously the cues that are written in are really helpful. Like understanding where the notes are, it just, you know, once you get that down, it's second nature and you don't have to think about it. Or when you know the length of notes in the context of the piece you're playing, you just don't think about it. And play it. Obviously, I didn't study theory or anything like that, but I've looked at music way too much. Uranium's gonna be a long series. Theory is awfully confusing. Yeah, I had a chance to take like college music theory in high school, and I did not do that. Mostly because I needed to not take a third college class my senior year, but yeah. My girlfriend will tell you otherwise, she had a better teacher than me. Teachers helped with that too. So. I took music class outside of grade school. I just enjoy music too much to not participate in it in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, it's your homeschooling, man. That's why. Yeah, at that point, it's kind of, if you're doing homeschooling, your music is going to be learning to play an instrument by yourself, and that tends to be semi-classical to classical instruments, aka strings, piano, or guitar. Just typically. $49 long. Yeah, videos weren't fun. I would hate doing that. I already hate doing that. COVID made me know that I have to be in person for classes because doing all online suck. And I believe that's the reason why my least favorite class is my least favorite class, and we never did it in person. I've already seen distracted a lot. Well, I think just being on a computer, I have access to do things that I, wouldn't normally think of doing in class. Like, checking the social media, playing Pokemon Showdown, checking emails, messaging people on Discord. Like, I wouldn't have that access in person. So, big difference. But it doesn't work now. Because I am just very unproductive, man. And it's because when you insert technology into the equation as a source, as the medium for giving information across, the attention span decreases. Proven study. Somewhere, I can go back and find my research paper and give you that article, but I'm not going to. Actually, it's not on this PC. I have to get on my laptop to do it. My laptop, as we call it. Laptop. We should be good for 89, I would think. So we're at 87. We start an hour and a half. Yeah. Probably 89. Maybe 88. Depending if we find a shiny or not. If we find a shiny, obviously we're not getting that ball. Haha. It's just crazy when you think, most people would have found this by 4,096 encounters. 60% of people. 4,096 would have found this. I think it's like 87 at 8,192. So we might be in the 90 in the top 10th of a percentile of people who wouldn't have found a shiny by now. So I don't know who's counting. Come on, Butterfree. Give me a shiny, buddy. Find me a shiny, please. Can I, do I have Sweet Scent? Can I use that? Get horde encounters? Tend not to think of that. I don't want to, but I do. Because my brain is mathematical. I understand the equations both the simple and quadratical. You know? So. Kind of hard for me to ignore the math when it's right in front of my face. I would say I'm fine with anything, and I know that's what the game wants me to say, because then it'll just give me something I don't want. But also, I kind of want to get off this hunt. So, yo, is that a white T Kong? Crazy. Check out my boy Kong. 7% otherwise? Yeah, exactly. How goes it, sir? Work was good, I presume? Bam! Now, if that spinny twirl move does not get me a shiny, I don't know what will. Okay, I really don't know what will. Just got off work. Yeah, I know. I know. I see the time. Sort. Just asking how it was. Ah, flower. You know, I think that's the first time in a long time I've seen the Twitter timer. I know it happens, but that's the first time I recognize it as being there. I definitely go follow Twitter, man. It's a mad day. Sorry to hear that, but it is home day. Whoop whoop. So you're closer to that much closer to the weekend, which sucks for me, but yeah, enjoy it. Jeez. Honestly, give me the pony. Give me the pony donkey, or give me the panda bear. I'll be happy. One of the two, man, please. Be quite nice. Also, hi, glad to be off. I'm dead. Got him. Fair. I could map out what I want to get on every route, but I don't want to do that because I'll probably not get what I want. As I said, out of the 3 hunts we've done, we have gotten 0 of the things we have wanted. So route 1, I wanted a Hoot Hoot. Route 2, I wanted a... What did I want on Route 2? Or was Route 2 the Hoot Hoot? No, Route 1 I wanted a Grub, and Route 2 was the Hoot Hoot. Moto Stoke, I wanted the... I think I wanted Magikarp, actually. Definitely wasn't Chewtle. So it'd be cool, you know, to get something I want from this. Thing that I'm actually targeting. And not just some shiny that I do not want, so. Are we sure this game isn't, you know, pre-Gen 6 odds? Because I kind of feel like it's Gen 6 odds. Just a little bit. Like pre-Gen 6 odds. You know, the 80, 81, 92. So that makes, you know, that would make me feel less sad. These hunts have taken so long. I'm actually kind of looking forward to get back to Drifloon. Getting through it. But I think while I'd like to do more reset hunts in BDSP, yikes, they take forever. So I probably won't do that after Drifloon. I'll probably go to like doing route things. Hunting things that I, you know, haven't gotten yet. At some point. Oh god, sorry guys. Don't you know why I'm tired? I think my body got used to having a jank sleep schedule because I'll try to go to bed at like midnight and then I won't be able to sleep. But I'll wake up and I'll be like, I need to sleep more even though I got the right amount of sleep. So I definitely think I've thrown off my rhythm pretty badly. Maybe I can have a night where I just binge a bunch of content that I'm behind on. It also doesn't help that like I work right up until like I was working until like 12 o'clock last night. And so like when I go immediately from working on something to try to go to sleep, it doesn't go well. So I just need to be aware of that. But the other thing is like when we're playing games till 5 a.m. and I try and go to sleep after playing games, I still can't go to sleep. So that's a kind of bit of a problem. But I think it's mostly because I kind of screwed up my schedule there for a while. And I still haven't got back to it. 'Cause they say it takes 4 days per every day you mess up your schedule, and I definitely have my schedule messed up for like a week. So that'll be, you know, a long time. Get back to it. I really haven't been forcing myself to get up and do stuff either. So that's not been great. Either. Can I turn on streams and play games to online? Yeah, I get that. I don't think playing a game is helpful for me, but I can understand it being helpful for other people. Just not something that gets me unwinded because I get invested in it. What I can do is, like, what I should do is just stay up all night playing Jedi Fallen Order, practicing for the run again, so I can get those 10 gifties. Just walk in and make the game look like it's on baby mode. Hey, for the shiny luck, appreciate it. It makes me tired or bored, like a puzzle-solving game. That would make me not tired or bored because I'd be focused on trying to figure it out rather than anything else. Shiny panda bear. Dang it. That would have been fun. That would have been great, but no. But no, that's too easy now, isn't it? Boom. I mean, I wouldn't even know. I would say something, be like, oh, I practiced, and boop, I'm good. You know? I mean, I understand BDSP not being that, like, interesting to play, but, you know, it's still a Pokemon game. It's still not that terrible, I would think. There's just not a lot to do in it, in my opinion. Like, once you beat the game, there's, you know, really not that much to do. That's most Pokemon games. And the shiny hunting method is kind of annoying, so nobody really wants to do that. So I can understand it. Well, it has been out for a couple weeks, so yeah, you played through it, you've done a lot of stuff, and it's time to move on, right? Pokemon can be like that, but I've always found that like doing different kind of styles of randomizers has been fun for me, and also adding Nuzlocke challenges to the fray has been kind of awesome too. Yo, I totally want to be popular, so 100% we'll do that. Thanks. LG XD Gale of Darkness, I can play that all the time. I would not get bored of it. That was what they usually say, so at least they're trying to be different, I guess. That's fun. Yeah, get XD Gale of Darkness and Coliseum I can play just over and over and over and over again. And do different stuff with. They're just fun games, and I played them a lot as a kid, and I still like them. I will say that nostalgia is part of me really enjoying them, but they are just really good games too. The only real issue I have with them is like the TMs. Like, you don't really get access to a lot of those. At good points. So they can be frustrating to not have to do that. And the movesets are really bad in Gen 3. Movesets aren't the best. There's a film I recorded that I may watch later. You mean like taped, like like recorded on a VCR, or like you made a film and you're watching yourself in the film? Because I read that the second way when I read it the first time, and I realized that it's probably more likely that you recorded something that was on television to watch later. But I don't know. I still have to get caught up on YouTube. And then I got some recommendations and stuff to watch. And now I have to watch Demon Slayer. So blame Kong. Recorded on TV, yeah, I figured that out. Who has VHS? Who has VHS? No, on VHS? I mean, I could find my old VHS players that we had. I know where they are. They are not hooked up to anything currently now. It's a Boy Called Christmas. It's called A Boy Called Christmas. Sounds weird, but cool. Not on VHS. Oh, not. I forget, like, Fire Sticks and stuff can record stuff now. Mostly because I don't watch cable, so. Not VHS tapes anymore. I know where all my DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS tapes are. Yeah, they're right next to the player. Not hooked up to anything and just sitting there collecting dust. I think I got rid of them. I'm pretty sure I still have all of those on VHS. Come on, give me a shiny bear, man. Swamp 1. I can move on. I want to go to the next route. I want to go inside the cave. Figure out what we're getting in the mine. Figure out what we can catch. I mean, I know it. We're gonna have to choose something to catch, but if we get something, what we get here determines on what we get there. So you get fish up and round out my team. I do too, yeah. But I watched a lot of DVDs and stuff. I watched what I don't even remember what we had at the daycare I went to. I think we had both. I just kind of moved from there. So, I don't know. I don't remember really. I mean, I don't really think about those days, so that's also part of it. And nowadays, with all these streaming services out there and access to content, pretty much touch your fingers, nobody's gonna have a DVD player or Blu-ray or anything like that. I remember having to watch a film for one of my classes, and my instructor's like, "Do you have a DVD player or something?" And I'm like, "Well, I think I can play it off my Xbox," and I was able to. Luckily. but it was still kind of weird to have to use a DVD. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Or Xbox, yeah. I wish that thing still worked. Especially because I felt like I just bought this controller for stream. That's my Xbox thing, and then it decided not to work anymore. And then my PS3 controller broke, so that was fun. But I shouldn't need a PS3 controller for a long time. So. Yeah, they were off brands, but they were cheap and they did what I needed them to. So they're really not going to get that much wear and tear on them. I mean, one of them I put back in the packaging after I took it out to take the picture of it, and then, yeah. But worst comes to worst, I could just get like, I still have my connections from my Xbox, so I could always just use a wired connection. And then I have two, Xbox controllers for streaming and playing games on the computer and stuff. But I will have to look into kind of how to fix that, I think, if I want to. I mean, to be fair, I really only use my Xbox to watch YouTube. I can do that on my PlayStation. So there's no reason for me to buy another one. But I do miss having it. And I'm really going to miss having it when I have to keep porting my PlayStation between my office and my TV. Yeah, the chat system on Xbox, PlayStation are not great because you have to use a controller, which is why I'd play it off of, like, I would watch streams off my Xbox, but I would always type in on my phone. Just easier to do. Or if I was working on something on my laptop, I'd have it pull it up there and I could just type back. So it's fine. I mean, I've often used my laptop to like watch something or listen to something while I'm playing a game too. So I remember watching streams while playing Skyrim when I last played Skyrim. Upcoming event. Oh yeah. So why are you pinging me that I have an event? It's like, oh, because I have to get to class at some point. Oh, it's gonna be a dumb meeting, and I don't want to go to it, but I have to. Ah. You could always just get another keyboard and attach it to the laptop. That does work, too. This money I don't have. You have one on your computer. You just unplug it and plug it into the laptop, bro. Simple enough. Time does my class begin? My class tonight is at 7, but I have a meeting at 5 for kind of the wrap up the year, the semester. So in about an hour. Then I'm gonna get food, and then I'm gonna go class. And then I'm gonna bang my head off the wall because my project didn't go well. But it's fine. No. My classes this semester are all 2.5 hours, besides one that's only an hour and a half. And for some reason it's an hour and a half, and the others are 2.5 hours. I don't get it. Am I right about that? No, it's 1:45. Sorry. They're long classes. But the class tonight we've been only going for about half the time, and tonight there's like it's a really small class. There's like 5 or 6 people in it, and we're just presenting our plans that we have so far. So if we each take like 10 to 15 minutes to present, that's not that long. You know, it's an hour and a half maybe, and then we're gonna be going. So. I mean, I don't even expect to take that long. Maybe I might talk for 5 minutes. Because I'm going to be like, hey, this is what I've got here. Let me highlight some of the things that I talk about in the plan. Get my thoughts about it. And walk away. No, I do bad with any class that's over an hour, honestly. Like, it's hard. The good part is, like, all the professors have been like, let's give breaks. The only class that does it is that hour 45, which it's an hour 45, so I understand. But all the other ones are like, oh, after like an hour and a half, be like, oh, let's take a break, you know. Get up stretch, have people go to the restroom, and they're not sitting in a chair for 2.5 hours in a row. I mean, I do anyway, but at least this chair's comfy and those aren't. I'll do great, but I just don't want it to feel like my project on Monday where I felt like if I just turn in the paper as it was, I feel better. But now I feel like I have to go back and fix a lot of stuff. Because I'm not sure about it anymore. Yeah, it's usually why they make classes about 15 minutes. Also, like, from a teaching standpoint, like, it has to be hard to have a class longer than an hour. It's gotta be hard to just sit there and talk about one topic for an hour. And go over it and over it and over it. I mean, my classes are perfectly fine because the professors I have are really invested in their subject. And so they can just talk about it all the time. Which I guess is a good thing, but some of the stuff isn't helpful for class. You know? Figure it out and study. Yeah, that's not helpful. That's not teaching. That's just giving people work to do. To invest in the student, understand what they need to learn the thing that you were trying to teach them. And give them ways to succeed. I will say, again, my attention span significantly decreases when you put technology into the picture. So, like, Well, typically, you know, in an in-person class, I'd be fine for the hour and a half that a class would be. But if it's online, I might last 20 minutes, and then I'm like, okay, where's Pokemon Showdown? Here's a program, figure it out yourself. See, I like those kind of classes because I knew what I was doing, and I could get it done. Meanwhile, if I had to listen to a lecture and try to do my work at the same time, it wouldn't have done well at all. It's like those self-paced computer classes were easy and were good, but any other class, no. Cause I had an office suite computer class, and it was like a 2-hour lab, but you can leave when you were done. So you had the motivation of just getting it out of the way, and a lot of the stuff was really simple, just formatting and doing commands and adding formulas, which became very, very easy to do. So I mean, it was the same way with my typing class in high school. It was just, I finished the entire like 3.5 month class in like the first 3 weeks of classes, because it was self-paced, and then I just did whatever. I saw Roy playing it the other day, but not really gone past it and not looked into it. Because if it's like DBD and the only thing that's different is the graphics, I definitely don't want to play it, because I don't like DBD right now. Like sound programming, changing one sound to the other in Photoshop or something to merge 2 photos together, it made it flawless, yeah. Those took a little bit more time, but generally when I took Photoshop class, we would do a demo for like the first 10 minutes of class that kind of showed you everything you needed to have. And so once you watch the demo, you kind of just were let to go do whatever. But it looks okay. I mean, it looks fine. It's Dead by Daylight. No thanks. So people are having fun with it, but then there will be people who start playing it competitively, and then it won't be fun. Is that a Dave? Is that Dave? Quote 5. How you doing, Dave? Hope things are manageable at the moment. How are we? Surviving finals, but you know, we'll get there. I'll feel better when I get my next paper done, so then I have a week, and yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Still on the droughts of the shinies, without broken methods. Just need to find broken methods and just do that. Like, I need to be doing radar hunts, I need to do chain fishing, cute charm glitch in Diamond and Pearl. VHS. I've heard of VHS as well, but I haven't really looked into it. I kind of chose Dead by Daylight and went from there. It's like you find a game in a certain like style or like genre that you just play, and then all the other ones don't really matter. Like for me, like if I want to play a MOBA, it's Smite. I don't play Unite. I don't play the Legends. I don't play anything else. It's just Smite. That's the one I play. For shooters, it's Halo now. Like, I don't play Apex anymore. So, it's Halo. This is currently best asymmetric. Yeah, but it's Dead by Daylight, and their matchmaking system is stupid. You play Halo? Oh yeah. I've been playing Infinite since it really dropped. And I haven't been playing it on stream, but I've been playing it just with friends and in my off time. I was actually playing it a bit last night because I'm like, I don't want to just sit there and I was working on edits and rendering, and I'm like, I don't want to just sit here while rendering's happen. So I'm like, I'll play Halo. So I was doing it. I've been getting pretty good at the game because I'll end up with like a 2 point something KD, and then I'll end up with like near 50% accurate. So like I get one of the two pretty consistently. I don't know. Well, I guess if you're using that PC, it would work. But I was like, your laptop definitely can't handle it. Then I remember you had the PC. See, I really like Friday the 13th game. I've heard that's good, but I've heard that's good from you and only you. So yeah. There's more DVD, Nico. Yes, there are. There are a lot more. You played a bit. I figured you touched it, but I figured you were more into CSGO than anything else because you've kind of always been that way. Besides when you joined us for the Apex craze. And you still were playing CSGO. So. Friday the 13th is really bad. Would not suggest it. So, might be back for the end of the stream. Love y'all. You're not going to be back for the end of the stream because I only have a little bit of time left, so. I figured you'd be gone for a while there. Just remember, I got to end early because I got to go to class in about 45 minutes. Not a fun game to play at all. So I haven't looked into it at all. I've just heard that it's good. You have a lot of games that are really boring, Nico. But I wasn't planning on looking into it because if I'm going to play that kind of game, I'm probably going to play Dead by Daylight. And if I'm going to play that kind of game, I'm probably not going to play that kind of game. Because I really like I'm being stupid and then, yeah. There's no mechanics. Yeah, CSGO is a very good mechanical game. Like you think of, I think of like Valorant and Apex, even Halo. There's too much of, it's too much about like movement and abilities than CSGO is. CSGO is kind of like you're either good at the game and you can hit your shots or you suck. And that's the difficulty curve. Sure that you have strategies about where to push and how to play angles and stuff, but it comes down to a firefight. You got to know how to avoid getting hit or how to knock somebody out faster than they kill you. Which is kind of CSGO's charm and why it's also cool, but I will never play it. Despite the fact that I appreciate the technical side of it, I want to have fun with the game. Not play a game that's technical. And a shooter. It's part of the reason I ever got good. It's part of the reason that I ever really got good at Apex was because it's ability and movement based, and that's what works for me. So when you have Dave hours in the game, you know, it's a lot of fun, I guess. Yeah, I could never get in a game that steep of a level gap. Like trying to get to that level. Well, yeah, you don't play as much as you used to, but you know, you played way more than a casual, I would say. You make casuals look like they should just uninstall the game because they're not going to have a fun time. Also, I don't even know if you could have a casual in CSGO and have fun with the game. Probably not. It's like Apex, you can be casual and enjoy the game. But, you know, I still had to grind out. learning how to handle recoil, how to strategies with movement by watching other people and knowing guns and how well they work. And I've directly seen that translate into Halo, because I still got the movement, let alone it. I mean, it's not as great because obviously you don't have abilities and such, but it still works. I don't have the time. I have not cheated because I haven't played that game. Or do I plan on it? Or I forgot. Yeah, it happens. There's some games that I'll be enjoying, and then this life takes precedence, and then I just never get back to it. Which kind of sucks, but it's how it works. Too many games I want to play. See, my problem is I don't know what to play. There's a lot of things I could play, but and yeah, you saw Monday. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was half tempting just to open up Halo and go for it, but I knew as soon as I started playing that on stream, I would be sucky. You have all these options, but you don't know what you're in the mood for. Exactly, yeah. Like, I have such a hard time picking what to play, but once I start playing it, I enjoy it, then I'm fine. But it's just getting me to play a game in the first place. Because I would stream, I have a set list of things that I'm doing. And like, or I'll be playing a game off stream and I'll decide to do that, and I'll be playing through that game. But once that game ends, what do I do? It's hard to be in the mood for some games, like Dead by Daylight. Yeah, get it, 100%. Really hard to ever try to play that game. And it's funny, Dave comes in, talks about the CS:GO level gap, and I feel like I'm stuck behind Dead by Daylight level gap. I think I'm beyond casual players, but I think I'm way below people who take it seriously. And I don't want to put in the time to make it fun. You know? I can't tell if I'm hungry or if I'm just having stomach pain. Probably because I'm hungry. I did only have peanut butter sandwiches today. So. You know what's annoying when people read your Facebook messages but don't reply? They leave you on red. I mean, I don't reply to people's Facebook messages because nobody messaged me on Facebook ever, really. So, no thanks. But if you're like me, if you read a message and then just don't answer it at the moment because you're doing something, you forget to get back to it, which kind of sucks. Server tick rates and game mechanics too bad for me to consider taking the duty seriously. Yeah, I get that. I play it casually, but yeah, I refuse to play the game without a squad of friends. It's like Apex. I can't play it without a squad. It's kind of the reason why I've been playing Halo more, because I can play that one without anybody. So, sounds like me. Leave it on red. See, I'm really good about answering messages if I have the time when I see the message. If I don't have the time when I see the message, I'm really bad at it. Mostly because I just want to get rid of the notification as fast as possible. Just having a little red button makes me very angry. It's like must remove, must remove. So kind of sucky. Do you even use this Facebook anymore? I do not. Really. I have one to have one. That's about it. Messenger. The only time I use Messenger is if there's somebody I'm trying to reach that I know I have no other way to contact them. And if I have to call them, like, I will call them before I use Messenger. If I have an email, I will email them rather than use Messenger. Like, Facebook is like a last-ditch effort. That and Snapchat. I don't even know why I still have my Snapchat, honestly. I just get the Snapchat bots. That's the only interaction I ever get on that. Nothing else. Messenger. It's a different app, yeah. But I asked my IRL friends and they're like, oh, Snap. They're like, keep Snap. It's a way to get in contact. We only ever communicate through Instagram DMs now. Like that's how we communicate. We have each other's phone numbers, but we communicate through Instagram DMs. So, Snap any day, best media. I like Snap, but I also don't like Snap. I hate doing the picture aspect of it. I don't mind chatting on it, but yeah. Plus, I've never really used it outside of a relationship before. That's weird. People know where your relation are? I know. You can have it accessible only to your friends. Too. The thing I see around here is like you can randomly click on places, and like all the Snapchat stories will be from like the local high school. I'm like, obviously they aren't taking class seriously. Plus, I think there's rules against using Snapchat with other underage people and putting them out in the internet. So, yeah. I don't know. I used to go on the stories on Snap all the time and watch what my friends put on their story, but I don't even do that anymore. Like, I actually used to scroll through Instagram. Now I just like, oh, let's see if there's anything fun in like the first 5 posts, and then if there's not, I get off of it. Honestly, if it's not Discord, Twitter, or TikTok, I'm probably not gonna look too much into it. I'll be back soon. No problem, Dave. Enjoyed the lurk. If it's bad on Snapchat because if you turn, oh, I read that already. No, always do. Always do what? I mean, I'm not here. Oh, lurk. I got it. I got what you mean. I see what you mean. I understand that. Let's hope shower is fun. I lurk in a lot of people's stream, but I just don't chat. And I want to get back to chatting to people. But I just don't have time between doing my content, editing my content, working on schoolwork, or doing something else. Or eating or sleeping. Those 2 things. So, like, I'll have a stream. If I have my computer on, I have somebody's stream open. But I don't like to... I don't like to pop in the chat either, because I'm usually only there for a couple minutes. And then I'm, at the point where I can't just message you right back. Due to work and fast miss, I had 0 time in December. Yeah. I'll have time once school's done, but I was hit with a lot of work. So, what's up, Jim James? It's hump day, whoop whoop. How you doing? Okay. Sir? Oh, 100% get that fast. It's always nice. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. My thing is I'll pop, like I'll pop in, say something, disappear for like, not be able to chat for like half an hour or something, come back in, go right back to chatting, and then just have that happen, rinse, repeat. Like I was in Q's the other day with my friends on Dead by Daylight, and it was Sunday. I was in a chat. I'm like, hey, I'll be in and out because I'm playing Dead by Daylight with friends. So I'll get you in between Q's. They'll like randomly ask me a question as soon as the match starts, and I'll just come back in after the match is over and answer the question. By the way, to answer your question, that was like 20 minutes ago. Wop. Oh. I don't want to see that. Hi, I am back. You did make it back. Hi, back. I'm dead. Come in. You're just pooping in? Yeah, I love to poop in all the time, Baz. It's be great. Do that with Smite a lot. Yeah, we haven't played Smite in a while. We've been kind of sucked into Halo. Know how that happened, but okay. Bop. Forget to check. It's also why I have like the chat bot going, where it's like, oh yeah, feel free to jump in and talk, because I know some people are like, I don't want to chat, or you know, I'm not sure if I should. And then mainly chat if I got the time for it. I'm good at chatting for like the first 10 minutes of a raid, and then I'm really bad after that. So that's kind of where I get to. I'll chat for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I really don't have any time. I gotta go get food. I gotta go to class or something, and I need to leave like now. But I think the only way you're really gonna ever have time to do that is if you know, in practice, is if you cut something else out of your life to give yourself more time to be in streams, or end up not having to work for a living and you can just type whenever. It's like when I was only doing school and like working once a week, I was very good at being in chats. Now that I'm working in school doing this more consistently, and like it's really hard to do all that stuff. And also talking about raids, I probably won't go on a raid today just because I do have class. I'm streaming up until class starts, and I don't want to be like, hey, I'm in and then I'm leaving. But because I hate doing the ding dong ditch. Like, here's my party, bye. I have the time and energy, mostly late night. That's fair. That would have been 243 hours lost over the course of 8 months or so. That's the one where you're trying to go nuclear, yeah? That satisfactory file, or it was a different one? The one you were doing on stream, I should say. It's an easy way to phrase that. Why did I... I'm dumb. Already went nuclear? Yeah. It's a while ago. Yeah, that too. I miss out on a lot of things because I'm too busy to do stuff. Sucks. I don't have time to be involved with other people's stuff. I don't have to feel like I have to get my crap out. And to be fair, once Invisible Corporation's content is done, I don't have to be editing as much. That'll save me so many edits per week to not have to worry about. Here soon with the World Tour. Cool. Hope I can get to that one and watch it. All depends on what I've done the whole day. Like if all I've done is work and stream and have to work the day after, something to go for alert. But yeah, it's very random. I understand that. I also lately I've tended to be chatting in streams when I'm avoiding doing homework, so that's not been great. Wish I could have missed it. It's a line. There's definitely a fine line there of, you know, doing things you need to get done and also being there to enjoy stuff. But you have to also look at it at the point of, you know, watching a stream is entertainment value and not something that, you know, is required to be a part of your day per se. Repeat that again. I have no idea what I said. Oh, I tend to only be chatting lately when I'm trying to avoid doing my homework. You gotta watch it because you enjoy it, but you also gotta watch it when you have the time to watch it. Which is why, like, people not being here every stream is okay. You know. Or only popping in for a little bit of time is fine. Because I understand that you have a life too. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, ba-da-doom, boom, boom, boom. YouTube is different from live. I don't really see that because the only difference I see is Twitch is a place where you can talk continually. YouTube, basically, your being in chat is your one comment on the video, like, you know. So it's not really that different, in my opinion. Plus, I 100% like YouTube a lot better because you can the edits, and I think that's more valuable than. Well, I enjoy both the chatting and editing, but from my own perspective of watching content, I enjoy having edits more than being interactive with the person. So I want to be interactive with the person. I'll watch them live. I'll go over to a live stream and talk to them, or I'll type a comment. And a good creator will get back to that comment and at least look at it and read it. So what I just said, cool. Got it. Got it. I wanted to get to 8,900, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. We're going to be pushing it, guys. You're in a conversation to get through stream. I have the same conversations every day. I honestly don't know why you guys come back. Wait, that's the same thing. Hey, this school assignment sucks. Here's my plans for content. Why does nobody like my content? Why am I struggling? Chaos is sad boy. I'm excited about this. Yeah. You also can't get that with YouTube Live. True. The delay sucks. It's just what I have to deal with. It's not bad if I remember to turn on ultra low latency. Sometimes I forget to do that. Usually not, though. But it does happen. I mean, as long as you're not me on YouTube and you can, you know, understand what you ask somebody and they're going to respond to you with, Good. I have enough trouble doing that on Twitch, so it's fine. No problem, dude. Enjoy the celebrations. Take a break, man. Take a break if you need it. Rest up, my dude. But enjoy. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I love how I give advice to take a break when you need it, and I'm not even doing that. I mean, I can't take one, but yeah. Next week. Next week. Challenges for me. Oh, believe me, I understand that. I'm the exact same way, man. Next week, man. Next week. What I'm saying. I'd love a shiny today, man. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't even think we can get to 89 today. I think we're going to be just short of it. Sleep one day after December is over and start new projects and pets. Yeah, probably not great. Just finished my trains redo testing it out. Wishing me luck. Best of luck on the trains. Choo choo. Thank you for the shiny luck. I appreciate it. You know that button's broken, but I appreciate you guys wasting your points anyway. I mean, we know it's broken. We don't like. Look at that number and tell me it's not broken, okay? Have a beautiful time. Thank you for the shine like fast. Appreciate it. Tomorrow we will be back with some more Alpha Sapphire over on the YouTube side of things. So if you want to check that out, exclamation point YT, exclamation point YouTube, check it out, and you can join us. I may have lost 20k channel points. Why? That resets. Oh, with the prediction? It does reset every day. Yeah. I mean, you have a pretty good chance. I think Pancham's like in that 20% of spawn bracket in this. And I think that's also tied with Rookie D and the other thing. So it's one of the most common encounters on the route. By the end of stream, though, there's no way to get it by the end of stream. No, probably not gonna get it. I am not in quintuple digits yet. We still got like 1,000 encounters to go, before we even can think about finding a shiny, right? Two of 5 trains are working. Very good. I mean, good for the 2. Not good for the 3, but I didn't get it. Also remember, if you need them to be shiny fast as a bucket, literally of liquid that have color. You want me to paint my Pokemon to be different? No, I'm not doing that. It's inhumane. They can stop. Pontier can definitely take that crown and they can just all stop trying. That'd be great. I appreciate it. They don't want it. I got an email about my student bill for next semester. I don't like the number. I have to take a 4-year gap year just to pay for a year of school, man. 4-year gap to pay for 1 year, bruh. Crazy. Ooh, that thumb. Even if the number was 1, it's a bill. I don't like it. That's fair. No, you won't do it. No, I'm not. I'm not painting my Pokemon. We're not doing that. We're doing this legitimately. I guess. Ah. I mean, what I could do is somehow get a foreign ditto into this game and then just Masuda everything. That would limit my encounters, but also it would be we wouldn't have the random chance. So which do you change colleges because you need different training, or do you wait, what? Which I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Which do you change colleges? Oh, because you need different training, or just like the teachings, or just because you're undecided where you want to go? I would say because of I have switched schools because of the teaching at the school and having bad quality teaching, and because I wanted to study something more specifically that's better at a different school. So those are the things. 5 out of 5. Nice. That's what we like to see. Boom. Yeah, Bill sucked. Shuffle the bucket behind. Stop it. I'll smack you with a frying pan, man. Thank you. We'll be fine. I might be running to get to my meeting, but it'll be fine. We'll get there. It's very dark. I don't like it. Yeah, it feels like 10 o'clock, man. So I cannot wait for March 18th, I think, is Daylight Savings Day again. And the week that nobody likes because you lose an hour of sleep. It's just great. It's just great. Well, I'm not gonna eat, it's time. Alaska's fun. It's dark like 12 hours, not 12 hours, it's like 18 hours a day right now or something, 20 hours, something like that. It sounded like 1 hour of light, right, or something. Oh, nice, he kicked on. I am planning on doing some movie nights. They're probably gonna be more like monthly kind of things, not like weekly stuff, because my movie night got replaced with recording, so I don't have time at the moment. If I can manage to be ahead on homework and stuff, I might do like some Sunday matinee stuff, but also it's hard to get even a handful of the community together to be in a movie night. So the times I want to do it, you want to be asleep. And if I do it earlier, people in the States are going to want to be there because they'll be at work or something. So I just don't have any ideas of what to do at the moment. But I'm not gonna find a day where I get everybody in. Plus, there's not really that many people there. I did post in the movie nights chat that we're gonna be taking a break for a while, just because I am in the middle of crappy school and can't commit to doing it even monthly at the moment. I forget what day I used to do it on. Was it Sundays? What day did I used to do movie nights on over the summer? I don't even know how I did it over the summer, because I would stream and then we would do a movie night. Oh, it was Wednesdays. We did it on Wednesday night because Wednesday was my day off for the week. Right. Yeah, I see that I need to go to class. Leave me alone, game. Let me do 14 encounters and I'll go to class, okay? Give me 14, phone. Can you give me 14 minutes? Okay. I'm at 5 days a week. Yeah. I get that. I don't know. We'll see about it. Probably do something in the next couple weeks for Christmas, but I don't know what I want to watch at the moment. No Christmas movie really speaks to me to watch at the moment, so. I'll watch Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and just the Hogmeade section. It'll be fine. Yeah, working 7 days a week sucks. I work 6 and I hated it. Which is like, it's part of the reason I don't like, still frustrated about working all weekend because I don't have, like, on a weekend you were looking forward to having 2 days where you don't have to worry about anything. You could just kind of exist. I haven't had that since like spring. Because my 2 days I have off are Tuesday and Friday. And Friday I'm working, so it's technically not even off. It's just that I'm out of school. It's because maybe you should stop being old. Get some ergonomic gloves or something, bruh. Get some icy hot. I don't know. Help it, dude. I have to make a decision on if I'm wearing my winter coat tonight or if I'm just gonna wear a jacket. But we'll see. It says my computer says it's 38 right now, but it's been wrong before. Plus, if I have to get my winter coat, I'm pretty sure it's in my car, which sucks. So I took it to my car when I was doing DoorDash in case I got cold, and then I never brought it back out. Like an idiot boy. To be fair, I'm not walking that far, so I probably get by with just a coat, which is why I usually do. Put your hat, scarf, and gloves on as well. You have to have those things. I might have a beanie / toboggan, but I don't even think I have gloves. I should be running anyway. Well, no. I mean, to get to my class, I have to go. I literally turn my chair around, so get on my laptop. But I need to like do other things. You said she was. It's a phrase. It's speech. It's terminology, bro. Not physically running, metaphorically running. As in having to rush to get there on time. So I really should have stopped streaming like 5 minutes ago. But it's okay. We're gonna get to 89 and then call it. So it'll be cool. Be terrible. This is to be the one time that we're finding a shiny last encounter in the stream. When I don't need to. This will be the one time. Like, right when I need to go somewhere. To be fair, if I'm late, what are they gonna do? Fire me? I don't know. Exactly. 100%. Alright, last guy of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button on the YouTube side of things because I thought it was gonna be shiny, but it wasn't. make sure you go down below, hit that follow button if you are new and haven't done so already, so you can be interactive with the streams. This stream will be back on Saturday, where I will pick up this. If you want to watch other streams, though, I will be live on YouTube tomorrow with Alpha Sapphire Elimination Lock at 7:30 p.m. So come hang out. I guess we're doing one extra encounter because I'm dumb. And of course, we'll be back on Friday with Driftloop Hunts here. You can always check out the YouTube side of things. There will be an episode of Uranium tomorrow as well. And if you missed today's episode of the Soul Link, go check it out. It's up on my channel too, xbase.yt. Check out the links. Join us on TikTok. Follow me on Twitter. Join our Discord server for more. And I'll catch you guys next time. So until then, my name is Chaos and I'm signing off. Stay safe and as always, burn it up.